President Rich Snyder, as he has chosen to show up at an event where we're making an announcement about a gift and an announcement about making breast cancer more aware in the communities in which we live throughout Michigan. Breast cancer is something that everybody has a story about. I have a story, a personal story about breast cancer in our family. Rick has a personal story about breast cancer in his family. It's something that is a pervasive disease that we need to be able to do more and more with in terms of making sure that we can reduce its impact on our lives. So I hope that we want to be able to welcome all of you here. Thank you for coming, Governor. Thank you, Roger, for this presentation today, and I'll turn it over to the Governor for further remarks.
Well, thank you, Fred. It's an honor to be here. And it's also exciting. It's actually nice to be in a loud place like this because it shows commerce getting done in Michigan, building products for our country and the rest of the world. So it's exciting to be in a factory environment like this where we're producing real products for real people. But it's also a great cause. And it's an opportunity to make people more aware of breast cancer. And it's also a chance to say thank you and celebrate the success of two great companies. Cascade Engineering has been a leader, not only in sustainability, good business, but breast cancer awareness with their Pink Cart program, which is just fabulous. I believe they've sold over 20,000 of these carts, where part of the proceeds go to those communities where the carts are sold. It's just a great opportunity to, again, do good business, but to help a lot of people. And I also want to thank Roger Troost from Morrison Industrial for being part of this, to join in this opportunity by sharing things they've done to help with breast cancer awareness, to raise funds, to make this issue even more aware to many people out there. And as Fred said, it is a personal thing with many of us. Breast cancer in Michigan is the second leading killer of women in our state. That's a tragedy. The good part is, with early detection, it is also one of the most preventable and manageable situations. So the more we can get people aware of this issue, the more help we can bring. And as a personal matter, my wife Sue is a breast cancer survivor. So it's a great opportunity to help. It's just wonderful to be in a place where you see two of our successful commercial companies in the state, Cascade Engineering, Morrison Industrial, continue to do great business, to continue to build our economy, employ Michigan people, and at the same time have that civic responsibility about helping all our citizens, in particular women in need, with this critical issue. So I'm honored to be with you today. I'm honored to be part of the celebration, an opportunity to say great things. And with that, let me turn it over to Roger. So thank you, Roger.
Thank you very much, Governor. Kind words. Thank you for sharing with us today and being here today. That's just exciting to me to have you here and have you be part of this. Thank you very much, Fred, for inviting us over and having us here be part of your company. We've been a company with Cascade Engineering for over 25 years, and it's just been a great relationship. And to me, it's exciting to be in Michigan and have a manufacturing company here that's been successful. You've shown us not how you can only survive, but how you can thrive. And that's what's exciting to be associated with Cascade Engineering. And we appreciate that very much. I also want to thank Jerry Seitzman, the general manager of the Mitsubishi Caterpillar Rapid Parts Division in Walker, Michigan. They're in West Michigan. And they had this promotion last fall for the last 4 or 5 years for pig pallet jacks. Again, they were trying to do their part and to help Susan G. Common, and we bought these at auction. And then we had to try and figure out, what do we do? How do we do this? Who would we give them to? Again, serving the state of Michigan, looked around and said, what companies do we, where should we go? We talked to a bunch of different companies, and all of a sudden, just in West Michigan, we found out about the program here at Cascade Engineering. We should have known, I should have known, didn't know. But it's just tremendous, and it just made sense to me that this is the place that we can do that. And say, no, we need to give those here, share those here with that. I don't know if Joanne's going to come up with Wesley.
Joanne and Wesley, if you come up. Joanne is our general manager of our container group, and Wesley is the vice president of manufacturing at Cascade. I'd like to have them receive these pallet jacks as on behalf of Cascade.
Welcome, ladies her. So, Roger, thank you so much. It's been a long partnership with Morrison Industrial and Cascade Engineering over the years, and I don't think it's a surprise that we are like-minded in working on the cause. We've been great partners for so many years. It is a great honor to accept these dollies on behalf of Cascade Engineering and the Pink Cart program, and such a great honor to have the governor here today. Thank you so much for attending. For me, the Pink Cart program has been deeply personal. It started for me by losing my mother and my grandmother to breast cancer at a very young age. For the employees at Cascade Engineering, I think it's about expressing innovation. It's the opportunity to have a positive impact in our communities, both socially and environmentally. The awareness is really powerful. These pink carts are showing up at the curb. There's over 20,000 of them, and on trash day in communities all around the United States and Canada, they're showing up, and they're really starting a conversation. You can't have a pink cart like this show up without someone saying, "Oh my word, what is that?" And that conversation is really powerful. A conversation about sharing breast cancer stories. A conversation about being sure to go for regular mammograms. How to reduce your risk for breast cancer. How to be activists. How to really participate and beat this terrible disease down. So the awareness is happening one individual, one household, one street, one neighborhood at a time. But it's not just the awareness, it's also the financial contribution. We have raised over $100,000, and we have sent the money to the American Cancer Society and the Canadian Cancer Society for really important work around breast cancer awareness and research initiatives. So that's an impressive thing, and we've only really just got started here. So thank you very much to Morrison Industrial for your partnership, for joining us in fighting this cause, and for sharing in your belief that investing in communities is not only good for the communities, but good for business. So thank you very much.
I'll just say a quick couple of words that, as Joanne said, for us on the manufacturing side, it's always the innovation and the challenge. And when these carts first started rolling off the press, it was then that the people that were working with it said, you know, this is touching my life. I have a story. Everyone had a story. And it just spreads. And for that, that's the challenge for us that we like, we embrace. We know we're touching lives. And I'm just going to put a challenge out to Joanne. We're looking forward for 1 million carts, pink carts, that is, to touch people.
Leslie, I got one thing to add. Joanne did a great job as soon as I asked, as Grip arrived, asking who's our trash hauler and how do we get a hold of them. So she's definitely doing a great job promoting it. Again, for Morrison, it's more than just giving this as a gift. Just saying, how do we find this, our employees? Our employees say, thank you for what you're doing. Because again, with the trash container, you keep it in front of everybody. We just think that's great.
So let me wrap up with just a couple thoughts. One thing that we enjoy doing at Cascade Engineering is trying to employ this concept of finding something good to do and making it good business. It really is allowing us to lead with our heart and trying to figure out what it is that we can do with that good thing to turn it into a good business model. So it's not the model of making some money and then turning it over to charity, but it's how do we integrate our good work with the work we do every day. And that's something that is deeply embedded in the organization to the point that we are now saying publicly to ourselves and to others that our purpose as an organization is to make a positive impact in the world for our society and for our environment, and also to make money. And we think that that's in the proper order. We think that that is the way in which business can and should thrive in the future, and we're proud to be able to take steps forward to make that happen. So we thank you for this opportunity to celebrate our gift today. We thank the governor for coming. Thank you for acknowledging this and for supporting Michigan and for being so positive in the way you approach everything in government. We're behind you 100%. Thank you very much.